Hello my creative peeps and welcome back to my channel for creative week 40 something, maybe 8. So yeah, this might be late because my phone will no longer connect to my computer. It says it malfunctioned at one point or another and will no longer register that I have the thing going. I have tried restarting everything, changing privacy settings, plugging it in, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, enough about that. This is a really long creative week video, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Right now, I am just creating a tip-in using some cards from the Kelly Perky kit and a label that I purchased a while ago. And I found myself kind of hoarding it because I love it so much, and I really had to say, no, Leanne, that's stupid. You bought it to use it, and hoarding it's not going to be any fun. So, here I am just kind of making a layered effect on a scrap piece of paper with one of the 3x4 cards and a photo. The hotel that I'm staying at has a private hot tub for the owners, so of course since I'm here, I'm using it sometimes. So that is just a picture of me in the hot tub doing my thing. And it was snowing while I was in there, which I thought was really cool. It was a fun time. So just creating the tip-in. I wasn't sure what I wanted to put on the back of the tip-in, and it was going on a page that I couldn't really show you guys, so I was trying to do it on this plastic bag, which kind of worked. But, you know. Apparently I hadn't even taped it down yet. Taping it down. Alright. The video gets more interesting the further you get into it, I promise. I might not get more interesting, but the video does. I took this star stamp and I'm just kind of stamping it around because stars, why not? Stars go with everything. And then I flipped it over, and this is a picture of my footprints in the snow coming out of the hot tub and back into the house. I thought it was cool that I was in there while it was snowing, so it was a fun picture to take, and I'm going to layer that on the back of the card with some star scraps and some scrap ledger paper so that I can journal on it. If you hear some funky noises, I'm getting water because I really need some. This voiceover will not get completed without it. So yeah, apparently it took a really long time to do this. Sorry that I didn't edit that out better. If you even stick with me through the first 7 minutes, you deserve a gold star. Seriously. So yep, just putting that ledger paper on there. Having limited supplies really helps you use up your scraps. Not that I'm here with limited supplies by any supplies, jeez, by any stretch of the imagination. I have so many things here. I probably couldn't use it all in a year. Yeah, it's kind of sad. But anyway, so this is a really short clip because I got a phone call right in the middle of this, but you know, I decided to leave it in there so when it stops abruptly, you'll know what happened. there is a little clip where I show you a purchase of mine, and then we go back into the journaling. But here, this page in my journal is just kind of a collection of like random things. It's either photos that I don't really have anything to say about, or things that are just like 2 lines worth of journaling. So I'm just kind of sticking things here. So those things on the top were from January. And then I figured I would do a little February thing down at the bottom. So chronological, I know. So I've been really enjoying cooking. And as most of you know, if you've been with me for a while, I have food phases. So I made this like chicken roast thing. That's the photo I'm putting down now. And the one on the top is peas and sweet potato. And I love sweet potatoes. Like, they're amazing. If you've never had a sweet potato, you should have one with a little Greek yogurt. Okay, so I know the lighting isn't that great, and it's kind of shadowy, but I'm a child and I can't wait, so I really want to share this with you guys, but I want to open it now. So, this is a journal that I purchased from Crafting Vicky. You might remember in last week's creative video, I showed you guys some ephemera packs that I got from her. Well, after I ordered those, she made this journal, and I had to have it because it's all game pieces. And of course, she sent me a little card and some goodies, which I did read, so thank you, Becky. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this. You can see the little poker chip peeking out here, and I think that is so cool. Okay, so one of the things I love about Crafting Vicky's creations is she really tries to recycle just about everything. And I think that is so cool. So this journal, oh my god! Okay, sorry, a little excited. This journal is made out of Scrabble board, a Scrabble board. So she made the cover out of a Scrabble board, and she did a beautiful job making a spine for it. Let me just fold this up. Very nice. She used bookbinder's tape. It's put together beautifully. And then on the spine, there's this awesome charm made out of game pieces. She must have drilled these. I think this is so cool. I absolutely love this. I'm really, really excited. This must have fallen out when I was roughing it up. So this is the inside of the journal. Let me just make sure I'm in frame for you guys. Yeah. Okay. So she has this really cool, this belongs to. I really wanted this journal because it was full, again, like I said, of game pieces. I really like this moose because I'm from Maine, and that reminds me of that. So that's really cool. So she just gets a bunch of like thrifted pieces. And she really does a great job with creating something new out of them. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to use this journal because I'm still not even like a quarter of the way through my current one, but I definitely am super excited to use it. I know she used some really cool papers, like rhodia paper and stuff in this, but I don't remember exactly. That'll be fun. I love that she has these like cartoon pieces that she does, and of course there's a bunch of like playing cards in here, like the cartoon envelopes. It's just such a fun journal. I think it is an awesome theme. I would love to do a theme of one of these on my own. She's even got map pages. I'm just really, really excited about this journal, you guys. So yeah, She does have, her Etsy shop is pretty well stocked, but she has bigger journals she releases every so often. So I'll leave her channel and her shop linked below. When she releases new things in her shop, she flips through them for you on her channel and shows them to you. So make sure you go check her out and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with that, because that's the best way to do that. No, she's not paying me to say this. And I did purchase this journal with my own money. I just really like her stuff. So, very, very cool. I'm just going to flip through this real quick, and then I'll take time on my own after this camera goes off to take time and actually like look at everything. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I was so excited. Hopefully I didn't hurt anybody with my squealing. But yeah. So many playing cards. And this is Midori MD paper, I can tell. I know because I use a ton of it. And yeah, oh my god, that is so cool. Okay, so excited. Done squealing. Let's get back into stuff. Okay, so now we are back in it. These are just a few clips from the day that it was 70 degrees here. It was a really random day, and it did snow the day after, but I took some clips. I did some journaling outside before work, and then I went to the beach after work and journaled some more, and I absolutely loved it. It was gorgeous. I didn't show you the section of the beach where everybody else was, but there's this little spot that I kind of know about that I get all to myself, which is really cool. So, it's just a little clip of that, and my journal, and my lunch. So yeah, really fun time, and I'm going to journal about those pictures later in this video. But I saw, I believe, Jennifer Faber make these little TN, like micro, like tiny non-usable TNs, and I know bunches of people who have done this before. But she made it with some cutoffs of a traveler's notebook that she cut down, so I figured I would use the rest of my junk trunk kit from January and make some. And I wanted to make a keychain one, which I thought would be really cool to put on my keys. So I just took a scrap of the faux leather and put some just scrapbook paper on the back, glued it, and then I made a little elastic closure. I'm not going to bother to put any booklets in it or anything because, again, it's not functional and it's just to put on my keys, but it gives the illusion. I know what it is. That's all that matters. So then I took this key ring here that I probably got from Michael's at one point or another, a jump ring, and a little Tim Holtz stamped charm thing that says Inspire. And I'm taking my crocodile and punching a hole so that I can put a eyelet in there, and then that will be the place where I put the jump ring and the charm and the key ring in. Jeez, my brain is like mushy. So forgive me for that. So yeah, it's just a cool little keychain. Not that I have more keychains than keys probably on my keys, but you know, it is what it is. What else are you going to do with it, right? I mean, I could use it as a charm on a book, but... And then last week you guys saw me make these cards that I was going to send to my pen pals. Well, this one was mine and everybody else's favorite, and I just couldn't bear to send the original away. So I actually took a photograph of it and I printed it out of my Canon selfie, and it looks pretty darn good, like texture and all. Like that right there is a photograph. So... I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a way that I can share this art with my friends. They can use it as like a journaling tip-in or whatever. a giant journaling card, and I get to keep the original. So I think that's pretty cool. So I just backed it on some scrapbook paper and cut them out. And then I'm going to ink the edges. They looked kind of just thrown together and unfinished because that's pretty much what they are anyway. So I took my archival ink pad and I inked the back. I did one in black, one in blue, and one in like a purple color, just to make them a little different, you know. I mean, they are the same image and the same paper, but it just adds a little something that's different than everybody else's. So, and I do like that purple with it. I think it looks really cool. And then I wanted to see if I could ink the front where the photo part is. And you can with the archival ink, as long as you have to be patient, like set it aside and really let it dry. So I did the black and then set it aside just as an experiment. And I go and do the colored ones again later. So this is my like epic photo catch up. I love doing these, especially in my Creative Week videos, so I hope you guys like them too. It's basically where I just take a bunch of photos that I haven't journaled yet and I like make a bunch of tip-ins. That's basically what it is. I think it's fun. So I am just paper clipping that on there so you guys, because it is my personal journal, so you can't see my writing. And I had already tipped in this flashcard in one of my videos from last week, or was it this week? I think it was last week. And I'm going to use the back to put this photo on. So I took a picture of me at the beach. I can't believe I was tanning in February. It was absolutely insane. It probably won't happen again for, you know, another 4 months or so, but it was really nice. So I put that photo on there, and then I'm going to tiny attach this tab on there. It's like a star tab. I punched it out of the leftovers from the paper that you saw me use in the beginning of the video. And then I have these labels. I'm going to use the labels to date stamp. Oh, not yet. Getting ahead of myself. First, I used one as a layering element for a sticker, and I don't know what it says, but that's okay. Don't really need to know. Then I took my date stamp, of course, and stamped the date on one of those labels and stuck it on the tab. And which is pretty cool because I never actually dated the entry of my writing, so I think this is a cool, like, way to date the page with a little tip in. There you go. 2 ideas in one. Full of it, Leanne. Full of it. Anyway. Then I took this picture of my journal and my work boots. I don't know why. I go through phases of like, I don't wear my work boots at all, and then I'm all about wearing steel toes everywhere I go. And right now I'm on the steel toe kick, so I wore them down to the beach. And I just thought it was a really cool picture. Can't really see it, but anyway. Then I had 2 photos left that I wanted to journal, and I also wanted to use this card. This is from Nick the Booksmith's ephemera pack that I made this journal using, but it was a little too small for me to put these 2 photos on. Sorry, yawn. So I put it on a piece of scrap ledger, again using my scraps, and put the picture on her ephemera piece on the front and my photos on the back. I really like this piece of ephemera. It's actually like a Victorian crime scene, like real photo, which I think is really cool. Some people might find it super creepy, but that's okay. Whatever floats your boat. So there it is. I'm going to tip it in. I had that page covered up, and then I realized it doesn't really matter if you guys read that or not, because there's nothing really personal in there. It's just me blabbing on about a bunch of nonsense at the beach. So yeah, then I'm using this skull washi here, which I got from one of my pen pals, and I'm not sure which one of you gave this to me because it's been in my stash forever. But now that I'm making a pirate journal, it's pretty freaking cool, and I'm pretty excited about it. So if you remember, if you sent it to me, I'd love to know where you got it, because I'd love to get some more. So yeah, just doing a little collage here on the back. I got these tiny playing cards, and I'm so excited about those. I got those from Vicky, the same lady who the same woman who I bought the journal from that you saw earlier. Words can't talk, we know speak. So yeah, just layering more stickers basically. Again, no idea what it says, but that's okay. And then I decided to put a little border around it using one of my Posca paint pens, because it felt like it was kind of like floating, and I really wanted it to be its own thing. So putting a border around things really helped with that. And then just adding a few like stickers here and there, some hearts and stuff. And then we're on to another tip-in. This is a photo that I posted on my Instagram stories of when it snowed. Yes, this is the same week as the beach photos. But I really love it when the snow sticks to like the trees and stuff. And this was early in the morning before it all, you know, fell off. So I'm glad I snagged that. I'm just gonna do a little layer with these labels here and some of my stickers for my bullet journal because I thought they worked well. And I'm just cutting off that bottom to make it the right size, and I don't have my corner rounder with me, so I'm using my envelope punch board corner rounder. You know, be resourceful, people, be resourceful. Also, wait for the paint pen to dry on your tip-in before you touch it. Yeah. You'll see me in a second. So a door looks like I smush, but that's okay. So I'm just paper clipping that in there. And I think we're almost done. Oh, so I got a folio, which you might have seen on Instagram, which I'm super freaking excited about. Thank you to Leslie if you're watching. For reselling it and allowing me to purchase it. So some of you had asked for a tour of it, and do not worry, I will be showing it to you. It's housing my bullet journal, so when I do my bullet journal for March video, I'll just show you all about my cover because I love it so much. But yeah, I just wanted to put this little photo of it in here and the note she sent me with it. And yeah, am I done? I think that's it. Oh, I put, when I realized that the black ink dried on the photos finally, like I talked about before, I went back with the blue and the purple and I edged the front of it. And the blue obviously didn't show up very well because the card's already blue, but again, the purple looked really cool. So this is kind of a close-up of everything that you saw in my video. And as far as creative-wise, here's my little keychain and stuff. I did make a second one to use as a charm somewhere. Not sure where I'm going to use it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me. I know it was kind of a rough start, but I think it went better as we went along. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Leave a little tidbit in the comments if you want to have a chat, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Take care, guys.